Woo-wee, yabba, dabba doo. Hey, folks, welcome to another uneventful episode of this podcast. It is Saturday evening here, and I forgot my voice recorder, so I'm using my phone. The quality would be a little bit less, but then again, the quality of the show is not good anyways, as far as not many people listening, and, not that good of a show, so who cares? But anyways, we'll start with Sunday. That's right, last week, I did a comedy open mic with the Cookie. It was a place 10 minutes from her. I haven't done open mic with her in a while, but I haven't done comedy on a Sunday. Let me allegedly crack open this beer. Cheers. But so I went to this open mic 10 minutes from her. It was a shitty little bar. It was called Happy Hour or something. And she wanted to get there early. I was like, why are we here so early? I started, I think, 8. We got there like before 7. I said, we get some food. So we got some food. The bartender was this blonde chick. She was a typical bitch. She kind of gave us a weird look. We were like, we're here for the open mic. And she wasn't nice to us at all. Like, okay, well, she was just kind of looking at us like we were like bad people or something, And the bar was empty. There was only like 5 people at the bar. So finally the dude comes in and, he had glasses. He seemed like a nice guy and everything. And he forgot a cable. So he comes back. I introduce myself and say, me and my friend want to do some comedy tonight. He goes, okay, yeah. He goes, yeah, I'll bring you guys up. We don't have anybody else on the list. So he did a few songs. The Cookie went up. And, it was rough. I mean, there was nobody there. And then I went up a few songs after him. And I did my set. And same thing. I barely got... I mean, some woman came in. She, laughed at one or two of my jokes. But, it was rough. We both got, barely any chuckles. So we both did our set, and then we were like, all right, let's get out of here, because, we got there so early. So it wasn't really good, but hey, listen, we got on a Sunday. It's hard to find Sunday night open mics. There's only one in the city, and it runs real late, so what can you do? So that was Sunday, and then Wednesday, I got on at the Royal. It's a music comedy open mic. Dan Wolf called me, like deja vu, like 2 weeks ago, and he said, hey, I'm going to the Royal tonight. He's got his contest of helium next week. I said, all right. He goes, I need to practice. So I go there, I grab the number one spot. You have to grab numbers. So I grabbed the one number ticket. It's a ticket. You grab a ticket thing. And within 3 or 4 numbers, they called my number. I was like, all right. So I grabbed the second spot. And then poor Dan Wolf, this happened to him 2 weeks ago. They called every number but his. And he was pissed. He was like, oh, this fucking place, man. What the fuck? Because I should fucking kill you. And I said, sorry, Dan. And I offered him a couple minutes of my stage time. I said, I'll bring you up. And he said, no, just like a few weeks ago. So he was nice enough to buy me a Diet Coke. Pretty much, there was like 7 other comedians there. Usually there's not many other comedians here. Sometimes I'm the only comic. Sometimes there's 2 or 3. Usually it's like 2 or 3 on average. There's like 7 or 8 comics there. These guys promoting this open mic were there. So I went on second. I did about 6 minutes. I did some jokes I wanted to do for the last couple of weeks. I've been practicing, and I did 2 new puns you guys saw. I put one up on the Josh Jack channel. It got about 1,500 views, the pony joke, and I did the other one on the Jack Comedy channel. That got none, I guess, because it was about a wiener. Then it got a couple views. And then I did my Kel McStooge character, and, I got a few chuckles. I did okay. I got some laughs, in the beginning, in the middle, kind of. But there was a lot of comics there, so... what can you do? So I did okay. And then Dan Wolf was pissed. He only stayed for about a half an hour or so. He was like, that's it. I'm leaving. This place is fucking rigged. Let me take another sip of beer. So that was pretty much... so the only thing that happened was that night was... there's a dog there. This chick that runs the open mic, she talks forever. She goes on stage, and she performs too. And she's the one who owns the place. And she's like, I'm not going to talk that long. She talks for 20 fucking minutes, giving this speech about how this is signed a grant. She starts crying. And she has a dog with her. And the dog's underneath my chair, and I put my foot down, and I stepped on the dog. I didn't hurt it real bad, but I hurt it a little bit. I was, oh. And this other comedian guy was like, I saw that. I was like, oops. And so that happened. That wasn't that interesting. And then on the drive home, I'm driving down this stupid avenue, and I'm at a red light, and this black dude is trying to walk across the street, and I guess this car kept going. And he goes, you fucking see me, dickhead? And he punches the guy's car. It was a white guy. So the white guy hits him with his car. Like, he didn't, like, run him over like Grand Theft Auto, but he hit him enough that the black dude fell back. And then he was like, what the fuck? You just hit me. And then the light turned green, and I don't know what happened after that. Guess I should have my recorder out, but it was too late. So I drove away from there. Not that much interested, but that happened. So that was Wednesday. Monday night, I went to the gym and got my Chipotle bowl. Tuesday night, I did 2 deliveries on Monday night. I got a pretty good order. I only did 2 quick deliveries. I got $15, which is rare. And then Tuesday night, I did 5 deliveries. I didn't get tipped that much. It went okay. And then Thursday, I did 7 deliveries. And same thing, got tipped okay. And then last night, I did 5 deliveries. So I did about 18 deliveries or so. Did all right for the week. I only went to the gym one time this week, like last week. I don't know if I'm sick or I'm just tired or what it is. Maybe because I've been doing more deliveries, but whatever. It's okay. It's summer. You sweat more. We all lose a few pounds. Most of us, some of us. So that was pretty much that. And then as far as tonight goes, I go to fucking Wendy's to get an order. It was only a $5 order, but it was only a mile away. So I was like, all right, I'll be taking the short orders, save gas, because I'm not going to drive far, And I go inside there. There's these 2 little girls back there. They're like 15 years old. They're fucking making the food. And no one says anything to me. I'm standing there for like 5 minutes. I see my order on the table, but it's only the drink. And I find this other kid comes out on a bike, this black kid on a bike. And he's like, excuse me, you going to help me? And I said, I've been standing here for 5 minutes. They haven't said nothing to me. And they're like, there's no one here to do the delivery orders. They left for right now. So I just walked out and canceled the order. That same thing happened to me last night. I went to Assad's Hot Chicken after I had my Chipotle bowl. And I had 2 orders. And it said it was ready. And the fucking cunt behind the counter wouldn't fucking hand it to me, And they were just like, what the fuck? It's ready. They just won't hand it to you, And it's like, I understand they're busy. Like, they're busy. They got to deal with the customers. They got all this stuff to do. Well, that's part of the job. It's not my fault, folks. So anyways, I tried to do some other deliveries tonight, and they kept giving me shit. They weren't giving me close orders. I said, you know what? Fuck this. I worked enough this week. I mean, even though I already did 18 orders, I don't care. I did enough this week. I'm fucking tired. I don't even feel like driving tonight. So I went to the beer store, allegedly. They got me a 7% Voodoo Ranger. That's what I'm doing right now. Let's take another swig of this. And I'm going to get some food later. But as far as on the channel, as I said, I put up 2 shorts, 2 stand-up shorts, and I put up something else this week. And I made 6 videos on Thursday. Thursday, I don't know what happened to me. I was on a tangent. I wanted to use the last of my AI credits for this thing I pay for. So I got these AI videos. I'm probably going to put up 1 a week, or I might put 2 up a week, depending on the week. I got a couple more to put up. I made 2 stand-up shorts and something else. And, I was on a fucking tear. I was on Thursday. I was just, editing all these fucking videos. It was, my job or something. It's crazy. And, man, that's pretty much, that's it for right now. So this is the first Be At Worst comedy podcast in Philadelphia. It's your favorite podcast show that most people would not listen to. And I was going to do a prank call show this week, but I kind of, Friday got lazy because on Thursday I was tired from editing the videos and fucking, doing deliveries and stuff. But there's always next week. We'll see. It's going to be hard because, my dad's on vacation, so we're going to see. But anyways, we'll come back with the aftermath. And then we get to your least favorite segment. So it's up to you, but you stay put there, fuckers, or not. All right, as far as the aftermath last night, I took 2 urinations in Target, and then I went over to ShopRite, and I put $20 for 4 $5 scratch-offs, which I haven't done in a long time. And I won 3 out of the 4 scratch-offs. I won 2 $5 scratch-offs and 1 $10 scratch-off, so I won 20. So like an idiot, I walked back. I didn't drive over because it's just to walk over the, the mall little area. So I walked back over, and then I put the 3 winner tickets back in the machine. I get 4 more scratch-offs, and I lost. So that's gambling for you, folks, which is why I try not to gamble. But it would have been cool if I would have won, $100 or 50 or something. But listen, easy come, easy go. I rarely ever do that, but you never know. So that was pretty much that. And then I went to Chicken Pete's had a band. I was going to go over there and see the band, but I decided, you know what? I'm not going to spend all this money. So I went to Wawa. I got a chicken cheesesteak with a bag of Ruffles, sour cream and onion chips, and a Diet Coke. and I ate it live on YouTube, but only Costanza was there, nobody else. And I went on TikTok for a little bit. Nobody was really on there either, and that was it. That was my night. Well, folks, it's time to get to your least favorite segment. It's time to get to the odd news. Former Parent of the Year is facing over 45 charges for sexually assaulting teen girls. Well, I guess this guy was accomplishing something in his own mind. It wasn't. There's a joke there somewhere. DEA allowed fentanyl to hit streets and took no action. Records show. It looks blue, like the Breaking Bad meth thing. Uruguay Federation reportedly cancels charter flight after World Cup elimination. I guess that was their goal. I used that joke before. Michigan parents charged with murder after their 7-year-old son dies weighing over 250 pounds. Well, I guess they were trying to cut the fat out, but yeah, that's a sad story. Chud the Builder's alleged Grindr account, selfies and more text messages with trans woman surface. So I guess he was trying to build himself a relationship with a woman that had a wiener. Students allegedly threatened to expose teachers' OnlyFans account to get better grades. Yeah, so I guess she was spreading her own bad reputation instead of spreading her legs. I don't know, something there. Noah Kahan reminds fans in Philly to go to the bathroom if they have to go number 2. Hey, we'll save that for the poop show, folks. Trans woman who dated leaves text messages and kissing. Okay. So what? Maybe he was tricked, everybody. I don't know. Gracie the giraffe found in Texas Hill after nearly 2 weeks. 6 people found dead inside update New York residents after a welfare check. It's not much here. Things are getting awkward in England as roadside diners turn into sex shops. I guess they were trying to get more than they were trying to eat more than some food there. Stupid. Let's see. Concerns over therapy fairs used to kill rats. I might have read that last week. I don't remember. Vanilla Ice, the only musician still booked to perform at Trump's Freedom 250, sings a song about having sex with underage girls. Having a Ronnie. I guess he's not so nice, baby. Oh boy. Red Groom's Nashville cars so could use more than 20 years in the storage. Groom gambles away the entire wedding fund and then sues DraftKings. DraftKings, more like Scam Kings. No. Parents accused of murder. Okay, I read that already. That was about the girl that died at getting their kid fat. 2 arrested after detective finds drugs in bag labeled definitely not a bag of drugs. Escape giraffe. Read that already. So many stories are repeating. Auto glass repairs suffer as Oakland break-ins decline. Yeah, I guess they shattered the record. Oh, that wasn't bad. Sunglass retrieval goes wrong. Man tumbles into a toilet into Camp Edison at Shaver Lake. He fell into a toilet. Well, I guess we can flush that story down the toilet. There's something there. I don't think there's shining light into unhatched eggs could allow chicken gender reveals. Ooh. Australian air conditioner cleaner breaks the record which shout over 120 decibels. Well, that's really chill, bro. There you go, something there. Trans woman who okay. Detroit giant. Okay, let's check one more news story. Wait, Merlin the duct tape stage. Something about a pigeon. San Antonio asks Kanye to refrain from singing about Hitler, selling swastika shirts at the 4th of July concert. That Kanye is always getting himself into trouble. Michigan man wins huge lottery. This guy bought a ticket by accident and he won the lottery. Huge. I hate stories like that. I guess he's an accident away from a payday. Okay. One more news site. There's a couple things. Drop sunglasses led a man to get entrapped in a tunnel. I just read that. U.S. man who claims to have the world's smallest penis launches a fundraiser. I did a joke about that. Ex-youth pastor charged with wife's murder 20 years later after a fatal fall. I guess that guy was just pushing it to the limit. Ex-wife arrested after dissected body was found in a freezer at a Kobe apartment. I was to say that story's cold, but I used that joke earlier. Arby's manager accused of giving customers herpes after spitting in their food. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that story just sounds bumpy. Man driving a giant banana gets pulled over in Montana. Yeah, then he tried to peel away. There we go. That's good. Effort to retrieve sunglasses. I read that already. Okay, so speaking of peel away, this episode's going to peel away. Folks, that is it for the show. I will see you folks on the next one you just listened to. And we're out of here. Go frick yourself, coffee.